Thank you for calling National General. Recreational vehicle or farm equipment, press 1. For towing or roadside assistance not related to an accident, press 2. To report any other type of new claim, press 3. To return to the previous menu, press 4. To report a claim for your automobile or recreational vehicle, press 1. For a homeowner's claim, press 2. To report a life claim, press 3. To report any other type, all of our representatives are servicing other customers. Please hold and our next available representative will be with you shortly. Please be sure to provide your current address and phone number to our claims representative. Having the most up-to-date information possible is vital to making sure we provide you with the best service possible. Thank you for your patience. We will be with you as soon as possible. If you prefer, press 1 now and we will hold your place in line and an agent will call you back when it is your turn. Otherwise, please stay on the line and the next available agent will be with you shortly. Thanks for waiting. You're important to us, and we will be with you as soon as possible. You can chat with us online to secure an existing claim number and claim representative's information. Please visit our claims center at www.nationalgeneral.com Monday through Friday from 8 o'clock a.m. to 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern for more information. Please be sure to provide your current address and phone number to our claims representative. Having the most up-to-date information possible is vital to making sure we provide you with the best service possible. Thank you for your patience. We will be with you as soon as possible. If you prefer, press 1 now and we will hold your place in line and an agent will call you back when it is your turn. Otherwise, please stay on the line and the next available agent will be with you shortly.
Dunwoody Police Department. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. For non-emergency, officer dispatch, or to open a police report, press 8. To speak with a police service representative. You've reached SHACOM 911. Please.
SHACOM 911, what is the address of the emergency?
I'm at the Quick Trip in Dunwoody. I don't see. I'm at 530 for Dunwoody Road in the plaza of the Publix, Quick Trip, Panda, and all of that.
Okay, we don't have the address on Dunwoody Road doesn't have a phone number.
I said three numbers. You have three?
No, all addresses on Dunwoody Road have number. So
Okay,
that may be the numbers for a different street. What street are you nearest to as well? Dunwoody Road.
Okay, hold on, let me see. It still says three letters, three numbers. You said you're not, you said that,
I'm saying that may be the address for the one of the cross streets that you're nearest to. So it won't be Ashford Dunwoody Road. What's another street that you're nearest to?
it says the address to the Quick Trip is 100 Ashford Parkway in Dunwoody, Georgia.
Okay. And what's the phone number you're calling?
909-300-2829.
Tell me exactly what happened.
I was gassed and someone entered my vehicle and I was gassed and put under sedation. Yes.
Okay, so you need the paramedics as well?
I'm going to drive myself to the emergency room.
Okay. How long ago did that occur?
I woke up at 7 a.m.
Did you get a description of that person that did that?
No, sir, I did not.
What's the description of the vehicle you're in?
I'm in a 2025 Chevrolet Trax. It is green, and I'm a black female with a peach sundress on, and I have on a like a scarf on my hair and a ponytail.
Okay, what's your name?
Crystal Ketchup.
All right, Crystal. I have this information and we're getting officers started out to you as soon as possible, okay?
All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
morning.
Good morning, sir.
How can I help you?
I need to make a police report, please.
For
I was gassed in my vehicle,
you,
sedated. I
you.
got gas, some type of gas coming from my vehicle,
Do you
and
need me to call an ambulance for you?
no, I'm gonna drive myself.
Okay.
Um, Let me get my ID.
Where were you at when this happened?
Parked right there in that parking space next to that Kia 5.
Okay, and you said you were gassed?
Yes.
Okay. Is this your current address here, ma'am?
Um, what is on there? 6691 Church Street. Yes.
Do you know who gassed you?
Yes.
Who?
Law enforcement.
Law enforcement?
Yes.
Okay. Did they say why?
It's in response to a federal complaint that I filed on a
Okay.
on a federal officer, and they're the ones that's doing it.
Alrighty. Can I get a phone number for you?
909-300-2829.
And about what time?
Between 5 and 7 a.m. this morning.
And you sure you don't need an ambulance?
I'm gonna drive
You're
myself.
going now?
Cause I don't want to leave my vehicle, and I won't have a way to get back to it.
Okay, so are you going to go now?
Yeah.
Okay. And you say it's because you did a complaint against a federal officer?
Yes.
Is there anything else?
Um, that's the pretty much the size of it. I mean, they're threatening my life. Um, I woke up. This was down. I don't use this.
Uh-huh.
My door was unlocked. They're coming when I'm gassed or whatever. I know this stuff is out of place in my vehicle.
Okay.
That wasn't like that. To what extent they're doing, I don't know. All I know is my doors were locked. I slept on YouTube Live. I woke up, my phone was turned off, my port is not charging, my visor was down. Like I said, the doors were unlocked, and I had been out and that don't have any recollection of whatever.
Okay.
And I set my alarms um, for every hour on my phone, and it says that none of my alarms went off.
Uh-huh.
That's the indication. They've been coming to my job. I don't work in Dunwoody.
Uh-huh.
I don't work in Dunwoody, but they've been coming to my job, doing the same thing. I told the security officers at work, and it's gotten so bad that I don't feel comfortable being where I pay to
Okay.
rest. So
Alright.
I've been coming out, which makes it worse because I'm vulnerable at night in a car.
Okay.
And they threatened me yesterday with they put tags next to the car that said the black bag. They put that next to the car. I took a picture of that. I took a picture of the people that were following me on the road where I was going yesterday. I almost felt like I was running from them all day.
Okay, where were you at yesterday when they were following you?
I was at the another Quick Trip, and I was at Walmart, and
Do you know what town it was in?
yeah, I took pictures and wrote down everything. I write everything,
Okay.
and so I document the tags that
Uh-huh.
they were coming and intimidating me,
Okay.
sitting behind me, just being not doing their job.
Uh-huh.
And they're aggravating me on the road, racing up behind me, trying to make me feel like they're going to hit me with my car, with their car or with the car, just being really intimidating.
Okay.
And so yesterday I wrote that down a lot, and I put it on my Facebook page, the what I felt that I was getting: the black gloves, the black bags, the intimidating presence of them coming around. That is not what they're supposed to be doing when they're working. And so I woke up this morning and this is how I felt. I feel woozy. My face hurts, right behind my head. And I just pulled over. My eyes were kind of hard to open a little bit. And that's not how I feel. Like, I'm not, I'm all well. I don't have any medical conditions or none of that.
Okay.
I'm a
And where do you work?
FedEx.
FedEx. Where's the office at?
In Ellenwood.
Ellenwood.
Mm-hmm.
And what time are you on your way to work now? Or
No, I'm going to the hospital.
You're going to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you want to talk to someone before you go to the hospital? Or you want to just go to the hospital?
Talk to someone like who?
We have a clinician that works with us.
What is that?
He's a guy that, I mean, he works with us. He helps different people out, talk to you, see if there's any assistance that you may need, any assistance that he can get you, any help or outside care.
I think the only thing that I need right now that nobody won't provide is I want safety. Like Marta is a part of it.
Okay.
And I made a complaint because I was in a accident with Marta, and I made a complaint on the situation and not understanding that it was a federal officer involved in that. And so they're bothering me everywhere with medical handicap vans and threatening to put me in wheelchairs, threatening to give me different diseases, HIV, you name it. So I feel like the only thing I need right now is safety. And I don't feel like nobody can really provide that.
Okay.
So, no, I don't really want to talk to anybody. I just want to have a document because I'm going to call my insurance company and make a claim on it.
Okay. Alrighty. And you say have you talked to anyone at the hospital? Let them know what was going on?
I've been to the hospital multiple times because in addition to them,
Go to it.
in addition to what they do, they give me shots, putting stuff. I wake up sometimes when I'm at people's houses where I pay over in Ellenwood to lay down and stay. I wake up with unexplainable marks. They were gassing me there, putting shots. When I did have a reason, like a place to live, they were doing that, and that's why I don't want to stay in the house with anybody right now because of what they were doing. Paying people to let them in to have access to me, or taking residents in the places where I am to do different things to me at night when I'm asleep.
Okay. Alrighty. 32 check com. Can you run a Georgia DL for me when ready?
Wait, go ahead.
051-516-754 should come back to a crystal catch-up. And do you have any family members?
Not here in Atlanta.
No?
Mm-mm.
Where
They're
at?
distant. Augusta, Georgia.
Okay. Have you talked to anyone lately?
About what? This?
No, just lately.
I called my family yesterday.
Copy. And what did they say?
About what?
Anything that's happening to you?
They don't want to talk about this because people
Okay.
are scared of the FBI. So
Okay.
they just tell me that make a report or stop talking about it. But they don't really like to get involved. When you mention the FBI and 3-digit groups like that in retaliation, they don't want to be homeless like me. They don't want to not, be in a situation like I am. So they don't really want to talk about it.
Okay. So you said homeless. Are you homeless?
I have a place where I could go where I pay a deal I worked out with a lady,
Okay.
but they bother me there. So I
Okay.
don't want to go there. I'm
All right.
afraid to go to sleep
Okay. So
there.
now the person that I was talking to, our clinician, he can help you find another place.
You can't help me find somewhere. They're gonna only. I can tell you what they're gonna do. When you mention anything with the FBI,
Uh
the
huh.
first thing they do is go over to mental health services. They don't. They don't help you like you think you are. The FBI is allowed to get away with harassing people like this because nobody believes they do that because they're
Okay.
law enforcement.
Uh
So
huh.
nobody believes that you, not you, but
Right.
you would be using your authority in the wrong way. Nobody believes that.
Okay.
So society is geared to, if you make a complaint on a police officer or anyone of that capacity, they're going to turn it on you to make you look like you're crazy, deranged,
Uh huh.
or don't know what's going on, so that no one can really get to the bottom of what's going on. And I've been through this too many times.
Okay.
I'm just making the complaint only for the insurance company, because when I woke up this morning and I thought about it, this is no different from being assaulted in my vehicle. It is no different from being threatened or abused. I was physically harmed in my car. That allows me to make a claim with the insurance company. That means I need a police report. And that means that this vehicle needs to go in to be serviced to ensure that anything coming from these vents is not able to harm me, because that is what I'm telling you that they are doing. They're
Okay.
putting this gas in here,
Uh huh.
and when I turn it on, next thing you know, you're out.
Okay.
And you're out cold. And they have been doing that. I had a 2017 Dodge Ram, and I took it to Midas in California, and they said they couldn't explain what it was, but they had to change my filter. They're doing that to me.
Okay.
So when I ride, I turn the air on and let the windows down so that I'm not put to sleep. And this
Okay.
is how they're doing it. So to the world, it looks like she just went to sleep. I didn't just go to sleep. It's something that they put in here that when I
Okay.
turn this on, I'm getting knocked out.
Okay. It's now. Is this your car or a rental?
No, this is my car.
Okay.
The
Alrighty.
paperwork is in the back.
Okay. Alrighty. Alrighty. Do you have a primary doctor that you see?
No.
No. Alrighty. Okay. Alrighty. So, I mean, is there anything else that I can assist you with? And you say you're getting ready to go to the hospital now, right?
I'm going to the hospital.
Okay.
I want to be. I have to work. I have to
Uh-huh.
provide for myself.
Okay.
I'm not on any drugs. I'm not under
Okay.
influence of anything. I don't have any mental health diagnoses.
Okay.
I have 3 current evaluations that I've gotten within the last 2 years to show that I'm mentally sane and stable. I don't see blue people. I don't talk to invisible people.
Uh-huh.
This is a real situation. The complaint that gave rise to this is somewhere in this car. The point of that I'm making is that I have a right to feel safe.
Correct.
I
Yes, you
have
do.
I have whether if you thought I was crazy as a bedbug, I still have a right to feel safe.
Right.
And I
that's-
have a right that even if you didn't know what was going on or whether it was believable or not, I still have a right to say, sir, I feel that this is happening to me and I am being bothered in this way. And this is what they're doing. They have my phone on other people's SIM cards. This
Okay.
is what the complaint was. And they are shopping and going to banks and doing all, with my SIM card. And if anybody can say something that smart, it should let a law enforcement officer know this person is not crazy, because that is actually very possible. And how would she know that? And what I'm being set up as because of that complaint.
Right.
They started retaliating to set me up for things that I'm not doing.
Mhm.
So all day, I'm having weird interactions and things on my phone. They're calling me from people and numbers that I don't know and sending people around me like I'm selling drugs and doing commercial fleet ride share. And all of this stuff is coming to my phone. People are calling me different names. They are telling people that that's not my name, that I'm older than what I am, and she is senile, and people call me a man. They do that at work. And I'm not a man. I'm not a transgender. I was born a lady.
Okay.
And so they're doing these things, and so all day long, wherever I go, I'm having to fight. That's not the correct information. I'm only 48. I'm not 70. I'm not 69. Like, I'm having to, they're constantly changing all of my information at work, at whatever, and I'm having to go through this every day, all day long. And so when it comes down to this, I'm just aggravated with what's going on, that I'm having to live this way. And I thought that law enforcement were good people. I thought that they really, no, they're not, sir. Some of these people are killers. These people are telling me that they are going to, if I tell you what they do, then you'll know that this is not made up. They're telling me they're going to snatch me out of my car, bury me in the woods, put me in the lake, sedate me with this gas, give me HIV, say that it was drugs. They're threatening me with all of this stuff, and this stuff comes to this phone so much that I hate to even use my phone, because I consistently get threats on it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you were not here, they would be here in this parking lot, and they're probably still here. But they would be here in this parking lot intimidating me, coming up to me with signage and words on their cars and words on their shirts and information that's coming on their phone. I mean, coming on their tags. Those tags are not supposed to be used to abuse. Right. You don't put like 187s on tags and then try to run into somebody with that, because that and 187, that's a murder code in police. Yes. So you don't use vehicles to do that to somebody, to make you feel this way. And then you get, when I go to work, they put me in trailers with a bunch of black bags. And then when you go out to your car, they drop a black bag next to your car. Then when you go somewhere else, you just consistently seen black bags all day long that they're doing. And everybody knows that black bags are body bags. That's what you go in when you die. Yeah. And so that is not appropriate. That is not something that they should be doing to me, and they are doing that. When I call my phone, I made a police report. When I call my phone, it is people answering my phone because they're using my SIM card. Okay. And I'm not Mexican. I'm not committing crimes. I would definitely not be committing a crime and call the police. Right. And so that is, I feel like at the end of the day, without railing on, I just want to feel safe. And the people that I reported are not doing this to me. Right. Okay. That company, Marta, the van just moved. That company, sir, I have so many pictures in my phone. If they came here, I'm going to the hospital, sir, they will be there. I will go to Chick-fil-A to have lunch. After that, they will be there. Right. They are consistently antagonizing me and threatening me to put me in a wheelchair because of my lawsuit that is at the courthouse right now. If you Google my name right now, Crystal Ketchup, 2 lawsuits come up. One for Marta and one against the FBI and the Internal Revenue Service. Okay. This is online, visible in Google. Okay. You can see it.
All right. So
and see, there they are again. They're not even.
And for me to help you, like I said, let me call my guy out, the clinician. And if you want, he can follow you to the hospital to make sure you get there and no one's following you.
I don't mind. Agents have to do their job. It's not following. When you say following, that sounds paranoid. Okay. I'm consistently making a complaint that I am being threatened and harassed in this way. Marta does not have this much business in this area around me all day. A person should not have that handicap van in view on their phone 10 times a day. That's absurd. That's well more than rational. Then if you go here, then they come there. If you go to Publix, then they go there. If you go to Walmart, then they go there. We're not going to keep meeting like this.
Right.
Not a handicapped personal van. Those are Marta's mobility. That's not the bus. You keep saying the bus. Well, it's Atlanta. That's mobility, which is for them to go out and pick up handicapped people and take them designated errands and bring them back. You're not going to keep seeing that consistently throughout the day. That is a threat from Marta. It was a complaint that I took to the FBI. Marta, when I filed the complaint, they're threatening to put me in a wheelchair. They were giving me shots at a place to stay while I was under sedation to make me weak in the legs, to make my back hurt, and I made a complaint. So I don't really want to call anybody because I told you, if you do, I'm going to get upset if he comes out here acting like I'm a mental health patient.
I'm not going to call. I won't call. But like I said, I'm just trying to make sure that you feel safe. And that's part of the job. And he's also one person that can help you feel safe too. And like I said, he can try to get you assistance as far as living or whatever it is that you may need. And like I said, he can possibly follow you to the hospital to make sure, you get there okay.
All right. Well, then I'll wait for that.
You will? Okay. Let me see if he's here. 32 to Charlie 1. Are you able to meet with me over at All right, he's in right. And his name is Julian. Okay?
Oh, he Mexican?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Where does he work?
He works for the police department with Dunwoody.
And what does he do?
He's like a counselor, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? And he works for an agency that goes out and, like I said, provide resources to people, whether if it's housing, seeing a doctor, whatever the case may be. So he covers quite a bit.
And it's not a mental health person?
No.
Okay. I'm going to trust you.
Alrighty. Yeah.
Is there a incident or a contact code number, or what are you going to give me?
I can give you what we call a
CAD number?
Yes. All right, let me go get that for you, okay?
Okay.
Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
2025-170-306.
Okay. So it's 2025-170-306.
Correct.
Okay. Is there can I, if the insurance company was to say we need a copy of it or whatever, is there any documentation that I could pick up as a copy of this?
No, they would have to call.
They will have to call?
Yeah.
Okay.
And my name is Officer Alexander.
Okay.
And my badge number is 1559.
And you work for Dunwoody?
Yes.
Okay.
Dunwoody Police Department.
So, how long have you been with Dunwoody Police Department?
I've been with Dunwoody for 3 years.
Okay.
I retired out of Illinois after 27 years of policing.
Okay.
So I've been doing this for a minute, I would say.
Okay.
Yes.
So, in your years of policing, have you ever heard of any police misconduct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you believe that it exists?
Yes.
Okay.
And some places have more than others,
They do.
you know.
They
So
do.
yes, it does.
They do.
Yeah. And that what makes it bad for us, or I would say, at this point, I'm gonna speak for myself.
Mhm.
That makes it bad for me, because when other people come in contact with those that are not righteous, then it makes it bad for us. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So then it's like everybody sometimes want to compare us, put us all together, and so if this person did it and he's supposed to be law enforcement, what makes you think the next person will not do it too? And so they give me a chance to prove myself, and that's why I tell people, just at least give me the benefit of the doubt. For me, who is Officer Alexander, I can't speak for Officer Johnson or Officer Wallace or whoever they are, but I can only speak for Officer Alexander.
Okay.
You know.
My observation has been that when you notify a police officer about this, they immediately become either combative, or the very next question after your name is, are you on any mental health medication, or are you under the influence of any drugs, or they try to derail the situation, or de-escalate the situation. They water it down because in one way I understand they have to, and it's almost like reporting a claim, an insurance thing. You're the first responder to a report, and the report is not supposed to be about your fellow peers.
Right.
So to a reasonable degree, they want to protect their peers. And so, but to an unreasonable degree, when you hear certain trigger words, gas, and being shot, and being, buried, and that those are things that I feel, I'm not a police officer, but I feel that these are common threats that are more geared to, okay, if I was talking to you about gang violence, then certain things, letterings and colors, all of that kind of go along with that. But I feel like when you mention police misconduct and you say and harassment and vehicles and and gas and that, okay, that is that you might not say that to the person, but I feel as that when I say that when I say gas, that should let law enforcement know this is serious.
Right.
I personally wrote the FBI and said, I think that when a person interacts with you, because FBI is a different agency than police.
Correct.
And so I feel that when you tell him that he can go back where he came from, that's going to be a no. Nope. I told you, behavioral health, that's going to be a negative. We ain't even got to have nothing to say to each other. I have nothing to say to him at all.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Okay.
That's how the FBI do it.
You going to go to the hospital then?
I'm going to go right now.
Okay. Alrighty.
Thank you so much. You have a good day.
You too.
OnStar. Continuing, you consent to this call being recorded and monitored for quality purposes. Welcome to OnStar. How can I help you?
I want to talk to someone about my account.
I'll transfer you to an OnStar sales advisor. Thank you for contacting OnStar. You may access your mobile app or OnStar.com to quickly process your account needs. If you need assistance, please hold for the next available advisor. Thank you for being a valued OnStar member.
Good morning. Thank you for calling. This is Mel. And may I help you with
My name is Crystal Ketchup.
you? And you're calling from this 2025 Chevy Trax. Is that correct?
Yes, I am.
All right. How may I help you with?
I'm calling you because I wanted to ask, what is the protocol that I'm taking with your service in the event I don't feel safe, or in the event my doors are unlocked, or someone is intruding into my vehicle? What measures do you offer that I could take to make sure that I'm safe in my vehicle?
Okay. Yeah, it's the plan that you have right now, Miss Crystal, the OnStar one, because everything in this plan is included. To mention about the safety and security plan, which is we have the automatic crash response, stolen vehicle assistance, roadside assistance for that plan. Um, check. So if you be needing like any assistance for emergencies, it's already included in the plan. As the remote access, since you mentioned that for lock and unlocking features, you can always do that in your app, like easily lock and unlock your vehicle through the app, start the engine, locate your vehicle, check the status of your vehicle, um, as well as run a diagnostics, and it includes the Wi-Fi as well. So everything, sir, ma'am, for this plan.
Okay. So, okay. Do you offer any services that, I'm trying to think if you're the right person to call, or if it's my insurance carrier, because I was assaulted in my vehicle last night. I was gassed, and I'm just trying to figure out, is there any type of carbon monoxide or any type of freon warning or bells or something that you offer, like in the event that a person is assaulted in this way? What do you offer for that? Or do you, is that, I know this is a peculiar situation, so you may not offer any services for this.
Okay, one moment, ma'am. For this one, okay. If you want, ma'am, I can go ahead and connect you over to our roadside assistance team
No,
so that they
I
can
don't need,
explain you further.
them. No, I don't need them. I don't want to make a report with that. I don't need them. I just wanted to ask
No,
if you had
no, ma'am.
any.
Just an explanation for the coverage.
OnStar.
and they will take that, and that will go to, they will use that to further link. That's all this is going to be. Just, it's going to turn into a medical link, and MARTA Mobility is going to be there, and the FBI is going to be there. It's going to be crowded in the hospital today. So, and they're probably going to link it to a wreck, because FBI has still been, they were trying to connect me this morning with, what do you call it? What do you call it that they were trying to connect me to? They were trying to connect me to roadside assistance. So they are still working claims and doing stuff. So I'm going to work this claim in my favor, because this insurance company is going to be a pocket for me, and they have to record everything that I say, especially if it's a claim, and I'm going to load it up. And I expect for them to probably say we can't pay it out or we can't do it. I really don't care. I'm strictly calling to get the to get it on record, what I'm saying, and make sure that the VIN number matches to the VIN number that I have. That's the only two reasons and purposes of me calling. I don't expect that the FBI will let them pay out the claim. They will probably pay it out to Mexicans or pay it out to somebody else, but I expect for the FBI to deny the claim on my part and connect it on somebody else's part. But I'm not calling for that. It's not about money. It's about to get this on record that this is happening in this car, and that when I purchased the car, the FBI installed this gas sensor or mechanism on it to blow out the gas whenever they want, and it's controlled remotely by them when they come around. It allows gas to come out, and it's the same way that it was at 1517 Bethesda Road and anywhere else that I go. It goes in the air vents, and it also goes at hotels. They do it at hotels. So this is part 2 of my interaction today. I am near the Home 2 Suites Hotel, where I was May the 18th, 2024, where I was sexually assaulted by a member named Patel that the FBI sent there, that I told Roswell PD that it was them, that it was law enforcement, and they didn't do anything about it. So that is what is going on right now. My matter of fact, my GPS turned off when I got there, as if I was at my destination. So they must be at that hotel or controlling it. So this is my first real threat today. They always follow me with the exterminators. And there's Miss Harriet's van. Here's this one. Let's see. Here's another one. Let's see. This is what's going on today. So I'm making this, and I'm en route to the hospital. I'm about to call the insurance company. They put a white lady on the phone named Pam. I hung up on her. And then they put a Mexican on the phone. I hung up on him. So they're going to put those two voices together and make a conversation. So I'm going to record myself talking to the insurance company and record myself making the complaint. So I will be back once I get all of this stuff done. This is definitely not what I intended to do today, but when I went to sleep, I really didn't think of what I wanted to do today. It was definitely to try to get me some kind of peace and have some type of relaxation before I have to go to work and work with the FBI tonight. That's not ever what I want to do. And now that I've done all of this since yesterday, they're probably really going to make my job hard and give me hard trucks to unload and then rush me to do it and don't give me a break and work me over 4 hours and don't give me a break and make me rush and do the trucks. They say they want the trucks done in 20 minutes. I'm going to use all of that to help me with my slavery case because I've been writing down every time they make me work that long and don't. And whenever I go get water, they act like I done did the unpardonable sin, slavery. Good. I'm glad you're doing it and working me without a break. Love it. Love it. I want to build slavery in every possible way that I can. Every possible thing they do. Just like the FBI did me, I'm going to get them on slavery every possible way I can. I'm not trying to do anything else. That's my whole mission, purpose, and goal, slavery. And every time they threaten my life, that's exactly what you did with slaves. Nothing new there. So, that is what's going on today. They are around and they got a new tag. It's either Kansas, Nebraska, or Iowa, but it's a colorful tag, and they had it on the vehicles twice. They're cutting grass today because they made me a Mexican. They're cutting grass. The law is very racist, so black people only can do certain things, and Mexicans only can cut grass and sell weed and sell flowers. They're very racist. So they got a lot of that going on around me today. They say I have a lawn care business, and that comes from 2020. The card that they gave me at JC's store that I reported to the FBI. It was a black man with a lawn care business, and so they gave me that. So I am getting this done. I will be back later on. I don't suppose I will be at the hospital long. They don't ever keep me because they don't ever really do much work. They could just collect blood and fake collect urine and then act like they process and stuff, but they really give my blood and urine to the FBI so they can take my specimens and sprinkle them in other people's houses to help them make reports, claims, and evidence with my bodily fluids. That's not real, but they don't ever use my stuff for what it's for. It's strictly to give to the FBI for them to use. And then they test it to see if they're making me sick or not making me sick, or what is going on with whatever they are staging. So let's say if the FBI say, well, we gave her a shot of HIV. Is it coming up yet? Does she have it? Then Wellstar will say, all right, let's check. We'll check and let you know. And then Wellstar will tell the FBI, no, she doesn't have it. And then they'll say, all right, we got to do it again. And then they'll do it again. And so that's how that works. Because the FBI say, they say, we're going to take really good care of you for everything that you said. So I'm excited about their plans. Let's see what the Lord says about it and move on from there. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. I got this far. Keep going. So I'm sick of them. And they say I like to fight. Well, this is a good one. This is a legal fight, and we're going to do it. So this is a good way to trap them out, because I'm going to the hospital, and once I leave here, I'm going to tell on Marta. I'm sick of them. That's just a bully. And the only way you can fight a bully is you just got to go at it. And we going at it. In the name of Jesus, we going at it. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. They call me a man. Well, it's going to be David and Goliath today. But Goliath is coming down today. And I'm tearing up everything. And I'm going directly The FBI think they got a complaint and they get it in person. I'm sick of them with their pants. And the president is, I'm telling Donald Trump he's going to help me. And they all going to see. Because I'm going to go and tell them. The FBI, if you think they did that to you and you white, can you imagine what they are doing to me? And I'm a nigger and I ain't got half of the assets that you got to fight for my freedom. Can you imagine what they are doing down here in the state of Georgia to a nigger? And I need you to help me out and defend me. And when you defend me, you're going to win all of the respect and love and courtesy from my black culture. And we going to help you in other ways. That they're going to Jeep Cherokee that they got, that they financed this me. It's on the way. And there's the Hyundai Elantra. You go ahead. Mexican male. There he is. TDU 6422 4622. Do I want to go here now that they here? Let's see, where else can I go? Ain't got no choice. They here cutting grass, swapping with that. I'm swap with security. I'm entering the wrong way. No, I'm gonna tell. I hate that Donald Trump don't have another presidential term to run. That he need the black people votes, because he don't need them. Now that might not be the best solution, but I'm gonna just tell him he'll do it. God is with him, and he knows I was on his side all the way through the whole thing when they kept saying in California they was gonna get him, and I said, no, you're not. I'm gonna pray for him because I don't like how y'all saying y'all gonna do it, and I'm gonna pray for him just because y'all keep saying that. They said they was gonna get him, and I said, no, you're not. And Cheryl said they gonna put him in jail. We already figured it out, but they was already plotting. And I said, no, you're not. I'm praying for it. I don't like how y'all keep saying that. That man ain't did nothing. Ain't nobody else done did. Get out of his business. Let him live his life. He not perfect. And God set him free, and God gonna set me free too. And they gonna see that he ain't racist. But I'm definitely gonna tell him, and the FBI is getting them out today, and I want to see who come to the post office and pick that letter up, because they're getting it today when I come out of here. I'm sick of them. All they shenanigans and act like you don't know what's going on. Well, you gonna know today, because you're getting it. I'm sick of it. And I'm telling them, and you incorporating other agencies that ain't got nothing to do with this, and I'm not gonna mention them, because they ain't got no business being involved. You gonna mentioning all them 3-digit people to them people look at you like you crazy. You know all them people, they know them people involved. You ain't got no business knowing that them people involved. That's why that man quickly, they was FBI sent to tell him, coaching him, they try to be real nice and calm. They act like they helping you, and them be snakes tearing you up. That man gonna tell me. So how many people you think is following you? That's the FBI right there. That's the first statement you gonna get. So you think someone's following you? They're following. Okay, what are they doing when they follow you? They try to be real calm and real charismatic, like they really helping you, like they really getting to the bottom of it. They ain't getting bottom of nothing. And I'm gonna put that on my page and say this is where the police go wrong every time, because whoever is the person that is the respondent, the offender, the suspect, they call that police and say, don't do this when you go. And they say, all right, bro, I got you. No problem. They protect each other. So when you get a police report, that should never, ever go to a regular law enforcement official. You should go directly to the sheriff. And that sheriff communicates directly with the director of the FBI. This keeps all of that middleman out of it. because as soon as you tell anything on them police go call all their buddies up and all they different agencies and wherever they at. They know somebody in CIA, they know somebody in Homeland Security, they know somebody higher up. They get on that phone and they call. And next thing you know, you got all of the activity on your phone and in your life strictly because you was really telling on Officer Barclay. You ain't really telling on nobody else. You're really just telling on Officer Barclay that he did something wrong. But Officer Barclay is connected because he got friends. And so he done told all his friends, yeah, she come doing this to me, and now they all finna get you. And they know how it worked. When I mentioned gas, like I said, that should have automatically said, hold on 1 second. The sheriff wants you to come in and and speak to him about your allegations. But they don't do that because they want to conceal it. So it's not happening to make you feel like you're crazy. And so the faster you go with them, the faster they feel like they don't have much time to make you crazy if your complaints are getting out of control. That is so many people getting in there. That's why they started with that gas and it's aggravated. So let me call this insurance company. I'm not going to be calling the insurance company. I'm going to be calling the FBI, but I'm calling the insurance company from what I think I'm calling. All right, June the 16th, 2025, and I am sitting at the hospital about to go check in once I make this complaint. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you for calling National General Insurance, an Allstate company. You can also visit us online at www.mynatgenpolicy.com. Para Español, oprima siete. If you are an agent, press 1. If you are a customer, press 2. If you are a lien holder, to make a payment, press 1. To hear your current policy status, press 2. To order proof of insurance cards, press 3. To request a letter of coverage, press 4. For claims, press 5. Lien holders needing to verify coverage, press 6. Please stay on the line while we transfer your call. Thank you for calling the claims department. This call may be monitored and recorded.
Para español, oprima siete.
Please listen carefully as our menu options have changed. If your call is related to a claim that has already been reported, press 1. To hear our main menu options, including the option to speak with a representative, press 2. If your call is related to a claim that has already been reported, press 1. If you know the extension number of the person you are calling, please enter it now. To dial by name, press the pound key. To dial by claim number, press 1. To report a new claim of any kind, including glass-only damage and towing or roadside assistance, press 2. To hear options regarding a claim that has already been reported, press 3. For a recording of the claim's email address, fax number, and mailing address, press 4. If your call is not claims related and you have a question about your policy or need to make a payment, press 5. If you know the extension number of the person you are calling, please enter it now. To report a glass-only claim for your automobile, recreational vehicle, or farm equipment, press 1. For towing or roadside assistance not related to an accident, press 2. To report any other type of new claim, press you for calling National General Insurance, an Allstate company. You can also visit us online at www.mynatgenpolicy.com. Para español, oprima siete. If you are an agent, press 1. If you are a customer, press 2. If you are a lien holder needing to verify coverage, press 3. If you are a bank or a mortgage company needing to verify a homeowner's policy, press 4. If you are an agent, press 1. If you are to make a payment, press 1. To hear your current policy, please stay on the line while we transfer your call. And for yourself, you are the policyholder here?
Yes.
Okay. May I have you verify the address for me?
55.
I don't see that. I mean, if that needs to be updated once we start the claim, I can update that for you.
I called twice to do that. Are you just not seeing it because it's not in that direction, or because you're in the claims
I can't
department?
say because it could be because I'm in the claims department because that's something we don't have full details of your policy on.
Okay.
So,
So it
but
does
once we
that.
start the claim, that is something that I can update within the claim, so we'll have that accurate.
I don't want you to update it within the claim. It should already be updated. I documented twice that I called already to make sure. As much as I called last week, and they told me it was already done. So no, I don't want you to update anything. If you don't have it, then I'll call back to see why you don't. Or you could, in fact, just can you transfer me over to customer service, and I'll ask that first before we get started.
Yeah, I could definitely get you over to them. 1 second here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for calling National General Insurance, an Allstate company. You can also visit us online at www.mynatgenpolicy.com. Para español, oprima 7. Thank you for your patience. We will be with you as soon as possible. If you prefer, press 1 now and we will hold your place in line and an agent will call you back when it is your turn. Otherwise, please stay on the line and the next available agent will be with you shortly. All our service representatives are still assisting other callers. Please hold for the next available representative or press 1 for automated policy and billing inquiries. If you are an agent, you can also service and renew your agency account as well as your client's account information at www.netgenagency.com. If you are a policyholder, you can also make payments as well as review billing, payment, and claims information along with other account information at www.mynatgenpolicy.com. Simply go to the Manage My Account section. Thank you for your continued patience. Did you know that you can sign up for our Go Paperless program? Interested in managing your policy without the need for physical mail? Ask your representative about our Go Paperless program and sign up today. Thank you for your patience. We will be with you as soon as possible. If you prefer, press 1 now and we will hold your place in line and an agent will call you back when it is your turn. Otherwise, please stay on the line and the next available agent will be with you shortly. National General knows that you depend on your vehicle every day. If you should ever have to file a claim, you can depend on us to get you back on the road quickly. Our claims representatives are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Thank you for your patience. We will be with you as soon as possible. If you prefer, press 1 now and we will hold your place in line and an agent will call you back when it is your turn. Otherwise, please stay on the line and the next available agent will be with you shortly. Did you know National General Insurance writes multiple products? Please feel free to contact your agent to discuss additional product availability. Also, please ask your representative about the advantages of automatic draft. Did you know that automatic draft is convenient and saves you time and money? Thank you for your patience. We will be with you as soon as possible. If you prefer, press 1 now and we will hold your place in line and an agent will call you back when it is your turn. Otherwise, please stay on the line and the next available agent will be with you shortly. All our service representatives are still assisting other callers. Please hold for the next available representative or press 1 for automated policy and billing inquiries. If you are an agent, you can also service and renew your agency account as well as your client's account information at www.netgenagency.com. If you are a policyholder, you can also make
Thank you for calling National General Insurance. My name is Brenda. How may I assist you today?
Hi, I'm calling to ask a question about my policy, the address that you have on file, to make sure that it's correct.
Okay. The number you're calling from is the same that we have on policy?
I don't know. The FBI keeps changing my number every day, and it doesn't recognize it when I enter it into the system.
Okay. So is it your phone number 909-300-2829?
Yes,
That's your
but
phone number?
yes, but when I call in, it doesn't recognize it at all. It says that's not the number on the policy.
Okay. And what's your first and last name and the address that is supposed to be on the policy?
My name is Crystal Ketchup, and the address is supposed to be 5542 Platt Drive or Platt Road in Ellenwood.
And you say you had another address before?
It should
But it was
be
not
the
updated?
mailing. That is supposed to be the garaging address. The mailing address is supposed to be Church Street. Do you have the Platt Road on there at all?
Yes.
What is it? What do you have? So you have two addresses on there?
Yes, the mailing address and the physical address, yes. I have two addresses.
Okay. So what's the physical address is Platt Road or Platt Drive? I
Yeah,
want to be
the
able to
physical
see my
address
policy
is
online. The FBI won't let me get any access to the policy. Can you help me look at this policy online? I want to see this myself. I should be able to
okay.
look at my own policy online.
Okay. Can you give me the whole address for the for the Church Street that you said before?
Why do I have to provide you with that?
It's a process to confirm that I'm not giving the information to another person. I will need the whole address.
I'll give you the policy number. It's 2028-949-297.
What's the email that you have on the policy?
crystalketchup57@gmail.com.
And you say you would like to have access to look at on yourself.
Yeah.
Do you have the app on your phone?
No.
Okay. Okay, so let's do it for the website first. Okay. Let's get on the website. Mm. So, like, first of all, open up the website, which is nationalgeneral.com.
I'm there already.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead and go to my policy documents.
You have to log in first, right?
Hmm. Then the one that says, well, it's going to request you the policy number.
It's not allowing me to log in. It says that my password isn't correct, and I have to set a password every time I log in here because the FBI keeps changing it. When I go to put in the email to get the password reset link, they won't allow me to get it. So I can't, it's making me not be able to log into the policy.
Okay. So when you place the policy number, okay, let's right here. Okay, so you play login with the policy number on it, and then a message supposed to say recently secure update is required. All customers to create a new account with two-factor authentication. Please click here to begin registration. You don't see the message?
I've already did all that before, ma'am.
Okay, so you went on register already?
Yes.
Which is the username that you using?
My email.
Okay. The username we have registered in here that you have used before is Crystal3397.
I didn't create that. The FBI
Nah,
created that.
Crystal.
That's not mine. It's just my email. That's the only thing it's asking me for on my end. It's not accepting the password. And when I click create forgot password, it won't send the link. That's where the problem is coming in.
So the only thing that you're not getting is the reset password email.
Right.
Let me go ahead and place your number and hold. Let me right back.
Thank you for calling National General Insurance, an Allstate company. You can also visit us online at www.mynatgenpolicy.com. Para Español, oprima siete. If you are an agent, press 1. If you are a customer, press 2. If you are a lien holder needing to verify coverage, press 3. To make a payment, press 1. To hear your current policy status, press 2. To order proof of insurance cards, press 3. Please stay on the line while we transfer your call. Thank you for calling the claims department. This call may be monitored and recorded. Para Español, oprima siete. Please listen carefully as our menu options have changed. If your call is related to a claim that has already been reported, press 1. To hear our main menu options, including the option to speak with a representative, press 2. If you know the extension number of the person you are calling, please enter it now. To dial by name, press the pound key. To dial by claim number, press 1. To report a new claim of any kind, including glass-only damage and towing or roadside assistance, press 2. To hear options please listen carefully to the following options before making your selection. If you know the extension of the person you are calling, please enter it now. To dial by name, press the pound key. To dial by claim number, press 1. For a recording of the claim's email, fax number, and mailing address, press 2. If you are a medical provider, press 3.
5542 Platt Drive.
425 Drive?
5542 Platt Drive.
That's after the numbers. That's the one that is still fading out, so I didn't understand it.
Shouldn't you already have this on there?
No, I'm really sorry, but we don't have that kind of information here on this system for privacy purposes. So I'm really sorry to be
I
trying to
just
get this
called and the
information
lady
for you.
told me you did. So you don't have none of my information.
No, ma'am. On the claims department, we don't have access to that information. Maybe the customer service team, they have access to it, but here on the claims department, we don't.
5542 Platt Drive. PLATTE.
TLATT. Right. The incident also happened at Georgia.
Yes.
Can you tell me what hour exactly it was when the incident happened?
Between 5 and 7 a.m.
5:07.
Between 5 and 7 a.m.
I'm able only to place one time on the system, so which one do you prefer to place here?
5 a.m.
Okay, starting now, all the questions that I'm gonna ask you, once more, are just required questions. So if you run across a question that you don't have the answer or you don't know the answer, just let me know so we can just pass that question and move forward to the next ones. And the adjuster that get assigned can update any information that we get missing. Okay?
Yes.
Do you have the exact address where the incident happened, or do you just know the city and state?
101 100 Ashford Dunwoody Road.
101 Ashbourne, and then what?
100 Ashford Ashwood ASHWOOD Parkway in Dunwoody, Georgia.
Do you know the zip code by any chance?
30338.
And it was an incident with another vehicle, with an object, with an animal.
No, I was assaulted in my vehicle. I was gassed.
They um remove any personal belongings from you, or
I don't know right now. I just know they came in the vehicle and they used my phone and they went through my vehicle, let the visor down. They went through everything and I was gassed. I was sedated.
really sorry to hear that. But they stole the entire vehicle. You're still in your vehicle.
I was in my vehicle when I woke up, yes.
Got it. Okay. And on the place that you were at the moment of this incident happened, does it have any kind of vigilance cameras or anything like that that we can use for figuring out who did this to you?
Yes, they have cameras.
The owners of those cameras, they already told you they were able to see something on their cameras?
I haven't talked to anybody there. I just made a police
Got
report
it.
and came to the hospital.
Got it. At that moment, you were the only person inside your vehicle, correct?
Somebody else was in it. I don't know who they were, but when I went to sleep, I was the only person in the vehicle when I was gassed.
But I'm referring like when you were driving before this incident happened, you were by yourself,
Yes.
or do you get any passengers with you? Okay,
No, I was by myself.
got it. With the address that you provide me, it gives me some restaurant names. So you were inside the parking lot when this happened?
I was at the Quick Trip.
Okay. And when you woke up, you didn't see your vehicle that was hitting another vehicle, wasn't pushed into anything or anything like that, correct?
No, it wasn't.
Do you have with you the police report number that you say you opened?
The police report number is 2025-170-306.
And it was also Dunbury Police Department, or it was?
Yes,
Are you the registered owner of that vehicle?
yes.
I know these next questions may not apply to you or your situation, but I'm still required to ask, so just answer with a yes or no after each question. By any chance, do you use this vehicle for delivery services such DoorDash, Uber Eats, Amazon, Mail, pizza delivery?
No,
Also, you don't use it for transportation networks or car share companies such Uber, Lyft, Tudo, GetAround?
no,
Also, your vehicle is not modified or customized in any way to be used for work or other commercial purposes?
no.
Okay. And when you wake up, no one was there, so you didn't take any pictures from the accident scene, correct?
Took pictures before of people that were that I suspected were bothering me, that were threatening me. I took pictures of death messages that I received, terroristic threats. I took pictures of that.
Okay, so the people or the persons that get into your vehicle could be someone that was already threatening you?
It's the FBI. I made a federal complaint against someone, and they come into my vehicle and they are putting me to sleep with gas that comes out through my air conditioner, and it sedates me. And they come in the vehicle, and I don't know what they do, but I know that they have been doing stuff to make me sick. And they said that they were going to kill me and snatch me out of the vehicle and make me crippled. They've been doing, giving me a lot of threats.
I have a good contact number for you, Crystal.
909-300-2829.
That will be your cell phone number.
Yes.
That would be also your preferred method of contact, or do you prefer to be contacted by other method?
No, that's my preferred method.
Got it. Do you, by any chance, want to provide us also with an email address for yourself, or do you prefer to leave that on blank?
I can leave out.
Perfect, sure. Are you feeling something specific for the injuries that you mentioned, or for the reason that you're going to the hospital?
Yes.
Any pain, cuts?
They are targeting my back, legs, and head. The gas makes my head hurt, and it affects my eyes when I open my eyes in the morning, and my head, my memory.
The back, neck, and hip is just pain, correct?
It's
At this
the
moment?
it's the it's the back, the legs, and the head.
Okay. And is there any specific legs? The left one, right one, both?
Both.
Got it. And you're going to your by yourself to the hospital, correct?
Yes.
Got it. At this moment, do we have the name of this person that was threatening you, or you don't have that information?
It's the Federal Bureau of Investigations.
Okay, give me just a moment, please. really sorry for the waiting. Give me just one more second, please. The system just freaked out a little bit. I was trying to fix that out. Give me just a second. And now for your Chevy Trax, do you have on hand your license plate number by any chance?
No, they haven't gave it to me yet. I just have a new tag on the
Okay,
back of it.
got it. Can you tell me what color is the Chevy Trax?
Green.
Green. Okay. And besides the ACW that they modify, is there any other visible damage that you already see on your vehicle?
Do you, let me see. No, I don't see any other visible. They did do something to my, the system itself of the car, um, that affects the display and the charging ports.
The airbags for your vehicle did not deploy and you were able to still drive your vehicle, correct?
Yes.
So if we need to send someone to check on the damages of your vehicle, where you want to have your vehicle located between normal business hours. So Monday to Friday, 8 to 5 p.m. Are you going to still using it? You want to have it parked on a specific location?
It just depends. They have been threatening me, to snatch me out of the vehicle and to um, do bodily harm to me. So I have not been at the 5542 address like that. I do still have to work, so you could call me, or um, I can arrange a time with the adjuster on where I will be. I could just be at work.
Okay, don't worry. I will place here that you want to still using it, so they can reach out to you and set up the appointment directly with you. Okay?
Okay.
I just need to place a recording for you because you provide me with a cell phone number. So please help me listen to the record carefully, and at the end, when you hear the beep, just say yes or no out loud, okay?
Para español, oprima 7. We would like your permission to contact you about your claim via text message at the number provided. Message and data rates may apply. You can opt out anytime. If you agree, you'll receive a link to the MyClaim 360 website. This site contains representative contact information as well as real-time information about your claim. You may also receive additional text communication as your claim progresses. Do we have your permission?
Really sorry. The system said that didn't pick up any answer. Did you say yes or no?
Yes.
I already sent information through the system. I'm just waiting for the claim number and the name of the adjuster assigned. Okay, just bear with me one more moment, please. Okay, with the information that we sent through the system is giving me an option. Since the description of the damages that you told me, I don't think that this option will work, but I'm still required to tell you about the option, okay? It's perfectly fine if you just said that it doesn't want to work for you. So just for part of my procedure, I need to tell you what this option is about. The name of this option is MyClaim Fix. That will be sending you a link through your cell phone number. So instead of having someone going to your place and check the damages on your vehicle, you're just going to need to take pictures from the damages and take it directly from that link. So the adjuster will use those pictures to make the estimate about how much is going to cost the repairs on the vehicle. But since it doesn't look like it's something physical, more like interior, I don't know if this option will work for you, or do you prefer to actually have someone in person?
No, that one won't work.
Got it. Perfect. Don't worry. Let me continue with this. I already have here the name of the adjuster and the phone number for that person, also the claim number. So if you're ready, just let me know and I can go ahead and provide you with that information.
Okay.
Okay, well, the claim number is going to be 250480380348. The name of the adjuster is going to be Mason Gasman.
How do you spell the last name?
GASSMANN. The direct phone number that I have here for Mason will be 336-331-6102.
Okay.
It's 24 hours, but since we are just in time, we can go ahead and try to transfer you over right now. So I don't know if you want me to. Do you prefer to wait?
You can.
Okay, let me transfer you over then to the adjuster assigned. Anything else that I can assist you with today?
No, that's all.
Got it. Perfect. Well, it was really a pleasure to assist you. I hope everything gets better for you. I will transfer you over right now with the adjuster, so please just stay in the line, okay?
Okay.
Have a great day. Bye-bye.
officer here that you have this before is Crystal 3397.
I didn't create that.
Located between normal business hours. So Monday to Friday, 8 to 5 p.m. Are you gonna still using it? You're gonna have it parked on a specific location?
What they do, but I know that they have been doing stuff to make me sick. And they said that they were going to kill me and snatch me out of the vehicle and make me crippled.